Boys, what does seated trucks mean? I'm seated, so okay. I'm seated. All right, we are almost to the terminal. We are about 6 miles away right now. It's really slow going down this road, but we'll get there when we get there. It's construction zone, 45 miles an hour, you know, Indianapolis. Now, I obviously have not shown y'all this terminal before. I've only been here for orientation, so I've never been here in a truck, except for my road test. I did the road test here. They had me back in between a couple trailers and, you know, go around Indianapolis, and that was about it. I passed, obviously. Okay, let's see.
Turn right at the traffic light, then turn left.
I didn't see no turn on red or anything. All right, there we go. It's freaking water on my windshield keeps coming down. All right, there we go. Take this right. Oh yeah, this was on my road test here. We're still yellow. US Express got him a little hotel room today. Look at that. US Express said, US Express said, I ain't freaking sleeping in this truck tonight. I'm giving me a hotel. I've done that before. I've gotten a hotel for no reason before. Just because I felt like it when I was OTR. I don't do that now, obviously, since I'm only out a week before I go home. But when I was OTR, sometimes, man, after a couple of weeks, I get me a hotel. Just like between my thing, I just find me something for around, I don't know, about $70 or something.
In 3/4 mile, turn right on Chief Lane.
I know a lot of people are probably like, that's a big waste of money. You got a perfectly fine truck to sleep in. It was just nice to get out of the truck every now and then. After you've been in it a couple of weeks, it's just nice to stretch out a little bit. I try to plan it on a load that I had a little bit extra time though. So then I'd check in, like I'd stop around like maybe 3 or something. And then, you know, I would check into the hotel right at checkout time. And then like I had some extra time on the load, so then I could check out come, you know, almost checkout time or something at 9 or 10 or some weird stuff. And then I'd have like, you know, almost a full day off in a hotel room, you know. Be able to edit some videos, let's kick back, watch some TV. Have a full bathroom in there, you know, didn't have to wake up in the middle of the night and go walk into the truck stop and all that. I'd just be able to, you know, have my own bathroom. All right, here we go, boys. We're almost there.
1/4 mile, turn right on Chief Lane, then take the 3rd right.
Yeah, I remember all this now because my road test came back up this road and back into the terminal. All right. Frontier trailers in there, online trailers. Now let's figure out why they bobtailed me here. I won't lie, I seem a bit worried about that. It just seemed a bit, you know, uncommon of a bobtail. I mean, I get paid for it and everything, so it's like I was doing a run. I got the bobtail. I like it. Tell me to bobtail 450 miles, heck yeah, I'll do it. But now I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? What do they got me in here for? All drivers report to shop before dropping trailers. Speed limit 10. Okay.
Turn left.
Woman, we're already in here. Stop now. I'm trying to do a video. What does this say? Out of service truck, so I don't park there. Okay. I bet I park up here where these bobtails are. Not these, but up there a little ways. I bet is what I probably do. So I think...
1/4 mile, turn right,
Dude.
then take the 1st right.
Stop, please. All right. Is that the shop there? I guess it is, or it's a tire shop. Seated trucks. What is seated trucks? Is that just... I'm seated. I'm seated. I'm gonna go to seated trucks because I'm seated. I don't know.
Turn right,
I'm
then
set.
take the 1st right.
Boys, what does seated trucks mean? I'm seated, so okay. I'm seated. It's like we're, oh, there's only seated trucks. What was it like I'm doing here? I'm sitting. I never seen a sign for that, seated trucks. I wonder if it's slip seat. Like, these slip seat drivers, so you put your truck back here and then some, oh, you know what? That probably is what it is. I bet that's what it is. I bet I'm not supposed to be here because this is slip seat. That's the only thing I can think of, but it's funny to think about, seated trucks. I'm seated. I'm coming up here. Anyways, guys, all right, let me go check in and see what I got to do next. We're at the terminal. This is it. Y'all can't really see it. Over there is where I had to back. You know what? I think I'm going to go over there because I feel like this is like a slip seat type deal that I'm not supposed to be at. I don't know. I mean, it probably don't matter. They probably don't freaking care. I get it. They probably don't give a crap. But I'm just gonna, because I know over there is where you can park with a trailer to chill. That's where I did my backing test and stuff. So we're gonna go over there and just park. To heck with it. That's the orientation building there. That's where I was in, is their main building. I don't know, I'm just gonna park over here, dude, because I don't really know what to do. Hooked, oh, it says hooked parking. God dang it. Where do I go? Do I go in this fence here? I'm gonna go in this fence and bobtail park. That says hooked parking, but you gotta be hooked to a freaking trailer. I don't know where to go, boys. Where does Dave go when you're bobtail at online? Old online transport tab over.
Left.
Woman, seriously, stop, man. I'm busy here. I'm doing a video. I'm here. Can't you just be like, oh, you're here, I can shut up now? There's a lot of freaking, look at these new trailers, bro. Look at these new trailers. Things look brand spanking. I'll be darned. Look at those trailers. Let me get one of those coming out of here. All these trailers look new, man. They just buy a bunch. I did hear from the guy who did my road test, he did say they're buying a lot of new trailers. He was like, they're trying to get, you know, a new pool out there and everything, get rid of some of these old ones. So they're trying to improve the equipment, which is great to hear, you know what I mean? Yeah, those all look brand freaking new, dude. Looks like they just slapped the freaking logos on them. It's like, here we go. I hope I get one of those coming out of here, dude. Just leave me with that thing all the time. Maybe that's what they're sending me here for. Maybe they're like, yeah, he's gonna be putting us on YouTube. Let's give him a nice new trailer and just give him live loads and unloads all the time. So then it looks good. My mirror's gonna hit that freaking trailer, bro. That was a little too close there. Oh shoot, now I'm good. All right, I'm just gonna park over here out of the way, dude. I don't know, I don't freaking know. We're just gonna park out of the way. Let's make sure, yeah, we're good now on the mirror. That was a little too close for a second. All right, this is good. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be or not. I probably was fine in the seated area, but you know what? I like being out here out of the way anyways. If they give me something that I don't gotta pick up till tomorrow or something, then maybe I can, maybe I can have a little peace of quiet out here. So these trailers, look at these trailers though, bro. I don't think that thing's even been used. They all look brand new. I wonder if those right there that aren't labeled yet are like in line to be labeled. Like they just bought, because they all look brand new. So this must be where they put the new trailers that come in while they're waiting to put logos on them or something. You know what I mean? I'm assuming. That's cool. I love seeing that though. I love seeing a bunch of new trailers. It's always good to see. Get those out there, get some of those. He said they were trying to, you know, cycle them, get rid of some of their real old crappy ones with the pull-up bars and everything. Because I have gotten one trailer with the pull-up bar so far, and I did have a kind of a pain with it. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go check in, and I'll be back and tell y'all what the deal is. I don't know. I guess I just walk into the shop. But I know the shop's over there. Yeah. I'm a little nervous, guys. I don't know what. It just seems so weird to me. Maybe they just sent me here to get freaking empty. I don't know. I just hope I ain't get fired or something, man. All right, guys. So I don't even know nothing yet. Just to let y'all know. If y'all sitting on the edge of your seat, like, Dave, what happened? I don't know. All I know is I walked in the shop and there's like two guys working on trucks there, and I was like, hey, who do I check in with about getting assigned a trailer? And he's like, yeah, walk over to that window there, you know, because every shop kind of has like a window, somebody you deal with. And I kind of stood there for a while. I don't know, 7 minutes maybe, not a whole long time, but I was kind of just standing there on my phone, just standing at the window, standing at the window, standing at the window. There's nobody in sight. I'm like, all right. So I asked him again. I was like, do you know when they'll be back? And he's like, no, I don't even know where he went. I was like, okay, well, I'll just come back later. And they're like, okay. I'm like, all right. So I asked them where the bobtail section was, and it was actually up here along this like building, I guess is where I'm supposed to park. It wasn't even thinking about that. I was worried about the seated area, and then I saw that bobtail sitting over there by those trailers, and I'm like, maybe that's where I park. But I saw a guy pull over here and back next to this building in his bobtail, so I'm pretty sure that's the proper place. Or along here, if it fills up at night, you know, or whatever, you probably start parking them along there, I guess. I don't see a sign over here, so I guess I'm good. I don't see a sign that says no, whatever. So I think I'm Gucci, man, I guess. I'm just gonna park here anyways, because like I said, they probably don't care. You know, as long as you're not, I don't know, in the trailer parking section or in the way or whatever, or there's a sign that says do not park here, you know what I mean? That's probably the only reason they would ever care. But this looks pretty good, and that's what they told me to do, so this is where I'm gonna back. It's also closer to the shop. I'll just go look, and freaking if he ain't back, I'm chilling my truck for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna go back in there and I'm gonna look. And if he's not there, then I'm gonna go back to my truck and chill for 5 or 10 minutes and just rinse and repeat until the dude's back. Maybe that's him right there. He does have a shop thing on. Okay, that's probably him. I would go ask him, but it's awkward. Hey man, are you the shop guy at the window? Oh my God, boys, this was some stuff. I can't wait to tell y'all about all the freaking crap I just had to go through to figure out what was going on. Shop didn't know what the hell was going on. So, come to find out, me and this other Frontier South driver got sent here to grab new empties, like I guess brand new freaking trailers, right? To put them into circulation back down to our regions, you know what I mean? And so we are supposed to be here to get new trailers. Well, I check in with the shop and he's like, I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna have to talk to somebody. And he emails and tries to talk to somebody on the phone. They don't know nothing about it. They get with somebody else. They don't know nothing about it. Nobody knows anything about these trailers. All right, guys, so he just unlocked this trailer because it had a lock on it, so it couldn't be hooked up to. So anyways, nobody knew anything that was going on, right? Like, nobody knew. And finally, after, I don't know, about 45 minutes or so of waiting for, you know, the shop guy to get an answer for us, because he's like, I don't know, nobody told me anything, you know, it's not his fault. We found out they gave him, the other guy, Frontier South, an address where he had to go pick up a trailer, but it's not a brand new one. And then this one here is not a brand new one either. So I'm a little bit confused. Like, they said we were coming to get here new trailers, but it looks like we're just getting our normal trailers because this is a Schoen trucking trailer and I get this too. And so I was standing out there talking and so I'm a little bit confused why I got bobtailed 450 miles. I mean, maybe they just need trailers, right? So they're just like, yeah, give them this trailer. Maybe more trailers are needed down there in my region, so they bobtailed me up here to get one. But like the dude was saying, the other Frontier South guy's like, why didn't they get somebody that was closer to like grab one of these and pick up a load going down there or something to drop, you know, like something, rather than bobtailing both of us so far, because he got bobtailed far too. And it's funny, he thought the same thing that I did. I told him straight up, I was like, man, I thought I was getting fired. He was like, me too, man. He's like, what? I was like, what is going on? Am I getting fired, or like, I gotta get a drug test or something? Like, and all the same stuff was going through my head. I'm like, this isn't normal, bro. But you know what? It ended up being normal. So yeah, all of that for me to just grab an empty trailer, literally. And now I'm going to Middletown, Ohio to pick up a load. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I'm going to do today. So yeah, I'm gonna back into this one, hook up to her, and yeah, it is what it is. be a little high. I can't tell. But we gonna double check, boys. That should click in. Oh man. Yeah, so I am just really confused, guys. I don't think it locked in. It sure did. Huh. I didn't hear the click. Oh my God, guys. What a cluster this was. What a dude, this is just the little things that happen in trucking that you're just like, what? Like, where? I don't know if it just has to do with, like, you know, just the nature of trucking, but like, so, all right, guys, if you look, the trailer I was going to take is right there. Okay, I'm no longer connected to it. I'm now connected to a different trailer, WS Thomas trailer or something. Anyways, there's a lot of different company trailers here. Okay, guys, just to let y'all know. We pull these McCammon trailers here. We pull the Schoen trucking trailers. We pull the Pleasant trucking trailers, which y'all have seen me have before. We pull Online. We pull Frontier. We pull WS Thomas. That's as many as I can think of right now, but there is several different trailers. I think when like Online acquires smaller companies or whatever, like they just don't really rebrand them and they keep them the same because there's Frontier trailers, Online, etc., 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 right? Anyways, y'all saw me just now back into that trailer and I hooked up. And I was sitting there doing my pre-trip. I pulled it up a little bit, and then so I could see, you know, the back lights and everything because it was against the dock. And pulled it out and start doing my pre-trip. Yard dog comes scooting up, and he gives me the finger. He's like, not that type of finger, guys. He's like, He like gives me the no, don't take that trailer. And I'm like, he doesn't know that they just unlocked it for me because like the shop guy came over, he took the lock off of it because there's like a glad hand lock. He's like, I got to take the lock off of it for you. They told you to take that one. So I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, the yard dog doesn't know. So I walk over there because yard dog starts getting out of his truck. He looks annoyed. He's literally like, he's like, no. And I can tell he looks annoyed with me. But I'm like, I just got told to do this, bro. And he gets out of the truck. He's like, you can't take that one. I was like, well, they just told me to take that. I was like, he just unlocked it for me. And they told me to take this, right? And so he tells me, no, take this one instead. You can't take that one. And I'm like, okay. And so he drops this WS Thomas right there in the middle of the thing. I almost told him, can you back it over here for me? Because like, you know, he's already connected to it. You know what I mean? I didn't know he's going to drop it right there. He was already lowering it down. Because, you know, the yard trucks, they don't got to roll up landing gear. They have the hydraulics that lifts it up. I drove a yard truck for a day, so I kind of know how it works. But it lifts it off the ground. That way, you know, it's faster. You don't have to roll up and down landing gear like drivers do. So anyways, he starts dropping it on the ground. I'm like, well, it's too late to ask him to back it. Whatever, I'll back it, right? I literally turned up into that space there and straight backed. But anyways, he drops it for me. I'm like, okay, like, you know, who am I, right? Yard dog tells me I can't take it. I told him the shop told me to take it and unlocked it for me. He told me I still can't take it. What do? I don't take it. So he said, take this one. So I grabbed it. Now I have this trailer. And I had to go to the shop to get glad hand seals and fuses, okay? Because it's two things that I wasn't given during orientation. So I needed that. So I also needed washer fluid, but I guess they asked me if I had an empty jug because they only have the big washer fluid tank or whatever. So I wasn't able to get any washer fluid, unfortunately. I keep trying to get washer fluid out here and I can't. Luckily, I got a full thing right now. I put some in there. Anyway, so I go in the shop and I go to get the glad hand seals and the fuses, and I just nonchalantly told the shop guy, so he knew. I was like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm not taking that trailer. And he just looked at me like, huh? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, the yard dog told me not to take the trailer, and he dropped me another one to take. And then like just that time, the yard dog came in the freaking shop too, while I'm saying like, hey, dropped another trailer, told me to take this one. And I'm like, dudes probably think I went in here griping about him, which I did, and I just was letting him freaking know, because he originally told me whatever trailer you take, let me know, and then he told me to take this one, and so I knew he already knew, so I didn't have to tell him, but then I got this one, so I'm like, I better tell the guy that I got this trailer, and it just, whew, it was 45 minutes over there, them trying to figure out who said for us to come get trailers here. Still, like, nobody knew. I guess they said just tell them to take these trailers then. So confused. And then, like, my dispatcher said new trailers, and I saw all those new trailers over there that are branded too. I was hoping I would have got one of those. I think that's what we were supposed to be here to get, but for some reason they don't want us to take them. I don't know why. I think that's why I was here, sent here, guys, was to get one of those new trailers over there, but it didn't happen. Anyways, my pickup is at 6 a.m. in the morning, 2 hours away in Cincinnati. So it's only 6 p.m. right now, so I have to take a 10, which I like, because then I can get up kind of in the middle of the night and do my thing. You know, I won't start until 3:30 in the morning. And I've only been up for less than 12 hours today. So it's going to be hard for me to sleep a full night tonight, you know what I mean? So this week's been a bit of a pain, honestly. I mean, it's your typical trucking stuff, you know. I've dealt with this, you know, at CFI for 2 years. I could freaking deal with it here, but it's just a bit annoying, man. But yeah, it was a big extravaganza here. It was a huge extravaganza. Like, what in the heck was going on here? I think somebody made a mistake by sending us up here or something, because we're just bringing regular old empty trailers down there. I mean, like I said, maybe they need more trailers down in my region. I don't know. It was really weird, though. So yeah, guys, that's what's happening. Dave's here. I'm about to take a 10-hour break. I'm actually going to try to sleep. I'm not going to do much of anything else. I've already been off duty for 33 minutes, so I can drive in 9.5 hours. The thing that sucks, I've already been off duty for 33 minutes ever since I parked here and walked into the shop, so I can drive in 9.5 hours. And yeah, I'm gonna try to sleep some of it, but it's gonna be a little bit before I can sleep, man, because like I said, it's 6 p.m. I woke up at like 7:30 a.m. this morning, so you do the math. It ain't even been 12 hours that I've been awake yet. You know, usually people go to sleep after what, about 16 hours, you know? So it's gonna be a little rough for me to get a good night's sleep tonight, also flipping my schedule again. But that's trucking, Dave. Get used to it, Dave. That's trucking. Yeah, I'm used to it. I'm definitely freaking used to it. Why is there always such a lack of communication in trucking, man? It's always that way, bro. I feel like it's that way no matter what freaking company you go to, too, dude. But there's always, like, seems to be some lack of communication between, like, departments or personnel or something, you know? It's hilarious sometimes, dude. And us drivers are just always, like, walking around, like, not knowing what the hell to do half the time, you know? Shippers and receivers expect you to know what to do before they tell you what to do. And freaking, you know, it's just, Like, one thing Billy Joe says is we're expected to be master problem solvers out here. And that is the absolute truth, man. You are expected to be, if you're not good at problem solving, don't come trucking, okay? I'm just gonna tell you that right now, because you gotta solve a lot of crap on your own without the help of anybody, and then everybody that you do ask for help, I don't know. The amount of times I've tried to ask for help, I don't mean here, guys, I'm not talking about online, sorry. I just mean in trucking in general, right? The amount of times that you're like, hey, what? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. What trailer was I supposed to pick up? I don't know. I got deadheaded this far to grab a trailer. What do I do? I don't know. It's like, that's trucking, bro. That's just what, that is trucking. The epitome of trucking is people telling you, I don't know. And you just gotta figure stuff out. You just gotta walk around talking to people until somebody knows or somebody cares enough to go ask the person that you're supposed to talk to what you're supposed to do. It's fun, man. It's super fun. Come trucking, boys. Come get used to it with me. If you ain't ever drove a truck before, be prepared, man. I know a lot of people tell me, they're like, Dave, I played American Truck Simulator and now I want to be a truck driver. And I do believe that that game has gotten a lot of people into truck driving. I will tell you though, that game is nothing like actually being out here. Playing a simulator cannot simulate the day-to-day life of being a truck driver. And trust me, I played Truck Simulator. I actually played Euro Truck Simulator before ATS ever came out, the American version. I played the Euro one because it was only that at the time.
Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown.